Hello friends, welcome to Input Output Campus. So today we'll discuss about a very important Accenture coding question, and this question came in the previous Accenture coding test. So the question is like this: you will be given inputs like this. So our input will be n will be given, and there will be given another input which is set. Okay, so what is n? N is the number of bits and set is the number of set bit. So you will be given these two inputs and your output will be for this input and your output will be 14. So how your output will be 14? So if you are given inputs n equals to 3, that is the number of bits equals to 3, and set bits equals to 2, that is you are giving number of bits 3, that is 3 bits input. So for 0 we can write 0 0 0, and for 1 we can write 0 0 1, and for 2 we can write 0 1 0, and for 3 we can write 0 1 1, and for 4 we also can write 1 0 0, and for 5 we can write 1 0 1. Okay, and for 6 we can write here 1 1 0, and for 7, so right here 7, and for 7 we can write 1 1 1. Okay, so this is the binary representation of 0 to 7. So if you are given n equals to 3 and set bit equals to 2, then you have to calculate from 0 to less than 2 to the power 3. So 2 to the power 3 equals to 8, so less than 8 equals to 7. Okay, so we calculate from 0 to 7. So here you can see we have calculated from 0 to 7. So the number of bits equals to 3. So here you can see the number of bits for each number is 3. Okay, so next step is the set bit equals to 2. So now find the whose set bit is equals to 2. So for the 0 there is no set bit, for 1 there is one set bit, for 2 there is one set bit, that is only 1 is present, and for 3 here you can see there are 2 1, that is 2 set bit. Okay, so this will be counted, and for 4 there is one set bit, and for 5 there is 2 set bit, so 5 will be counted. Okay, so for 6 you can see there is 2 set bit. Okay, for 7 there is 3 set bit, so this will not be counted. So 3 5 and 6, these three number has the 3 set bit, so these 3 number will be counted, and after counting this will sum up all these 3 numbers. So sum of these 3 numbers will be 3 plus 5 plus 6. So 3 plus 5 plus 6, which is 14, and this will be our output. So here you can see our output is 14. Okay, so in this way we can calculate our output. So let's write the code and you will understand. Okay, for the C++, we'll write the basic structure of the C++. So for that, right here as include IOStream, then using namespace standard, and then write int main. Okay, inside this main function write two variables, integer n and integer set bit. Okay, so our n equals to 3 and our set bit is equals to 2. Okay, so now write a function to calculate the set bits. So right here set bit, and inside this first two variable n and set here. Okay, so now before this main function write the same method here, that is int set bit. Okay, inside this write int n and int set. Okay, so now write a variable that is integer answer and initialize it 0. Okay, now let's write a for loop and we'll iterate from I equals to 0 to I less than 2 to the power n. Okay, so for that write here for int I equals to 0 and I less than power of 2 to the power n, and then I plus plus. Okay, inside this for loop we'll write another variable like count and initialize it with 0. Okay, so our initial count value is 0. Then we'll store this I value into another variable x. So for that, write here int x equals to I. So I will be stored into the x. Now we'll write a while loop to calculate if this number x contains 2 set bit or not. So for that, write here a while loop. While x is greater than 0, we'll do this while loop. So inside this while loop, write if condition. Why if condition? Because we'll check if the particular bit is set or not. So for the first bit, we'll check if x and 1. X and 1, that is if x and 1 becomes true, that is x and 1 becomes 1, then the bit will be set. So for that we will increase the count value. Okay, count will be plus plus. Suppose you have the number like this 0 1 1. So first we'll check this bit, that is the first bit. So x will contain the first bit and 1 and 1. So this 1 and this 1 will be checked, that is 1 and 1 is true. If 1 and 1 is true, then we'll increase the count value. So our count value will be 1 because this is 1 and 1 is 1. So for this our count value will be 1. So for this our count value will be 1. So after counting it, we'll right shift this x, that is we'll right shift this x. So our x is this 0 1 1 and we'll right shift this. So after right shifting, it will becomes 0 0 1. Okay, so how to right shift it? So x equals to x right shift 1. So we'll right shift it and store the x into the x. So now again we'll check if this first bit is set. Yes, first bit is set and the count value will be increased, that is our count value will be 2. Okay, so again x will be right shifted. So after right shifting, this 0 will be gone and here will be 0 0 0. So next we'll check if x greater than 0. So x is not greater than 0, x becomes 0. So this will go outside of this while loop. So after go outside of this while loop, it will check if our count value. So our count value is now 2. If the count value is equals to the set, so we want the set bits of 2. So if this is 2, that is the count value is equals to the set bit, then our answer will be answer plus equals to I. So in our answer we store that number I. Okay, so in this way we'll calculate the set bits and store the sum of that numbers. Okay, so finally we'll return the answer. So return it from here. So return answer from here. So after returning the value, let's output it. So write here cout and display it. Okay, so let's run the code. Okay, so there is an error, power was not declared in the scope. Okay, so power is included in the math function, so we have to include it here. So let's include math.h. Okay, so let's run it again. Okay, here you can see our output is 14. This is perfect. So for this input 3 and the set bits 2, our output was 14. So this is our expected output. So hope you understand this whole code and the concept of this code. So if you find this video helpful, then please like the video and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Please subscribe it now because it will be helpful for your upcoming examinations. Okay friends, so thank you for watching this video. Till then, take care. See you in the next video.